Hi, International Relations. How are you guys doing? So this is the time, sort of at the end, where I'm going to wrap things up, do a little soapbox where I kind of preach at you a little bit, and then just going to sort of call it off. This is my mask, my coronavirus mask. Um, it's a soccer scarf, but how do you get masks anymore? I mean, it's not like I have a sewing machine where I'm at home making masks and things like that, like they show on TV. So this is it. Hope it works. So, let me just sort of wrap up the class by just sort of talking about some things that I think that maybe you should get out of the class, and that I hope that sort of take you sort of the next step. I know I'll have a lot of you guys again at some point, and a lot of you guys are headed for Scope and Methods. Congratulations on that. So I think the main thing that I want to talk about just here at the end is I want to talk about the policy paper you guys did. I haven't looked at it yet. I haven't got a chance. They're still kind of coming in, trickling in. But what I want to say about this is that hopefully there are things out there that that you really care about. And one of the things about a class like this, an intro class, is that I hope. I mean, I don't know that you're necessarily going to walk out of here and say, "Now I understand nuclear proliferation, and now I'm ready to go. Send me in, Donald Trump. I'll take care of the North Korea situation." I don't think that's it at all. But what I do hope is that you find the things that you're passionate about, the things that you really, really care about, and that you are able to keep thinking about those things through the rest of your classes here, what you're going to end up doing with your life, that if it's something that you think is really important, that you will invest yourself into it. I mean, there was a lot, I don't know if you've noticed this at all, but particularly in the last sort of couple weeks of this class, there's a lot of, there's kind of some downer stuff, hunger, human rights abuses, a lot of those things. And that's, I'm trying to think of the best way to say this. There are a lot of those things. I don't mean to say that the world sucks. That's not where I'm trying to get with this, though the world does kind of suck in a way. But what's our job? I mean, what's our job as humans? What's our job as Christians? It's to, improve the world that we find. There are lots of horrible things out there. You don't have to fix all of them. I mean, that's just the way that it is. But can you find the thing that you really think is important, the thing that you really think is the big injustice in the world, the big monster that needs to be taken out? And then that's the thing you should invest your life in. It's one of the reasons I'm having you guys do this sort of reflection on reflections at the end, where you can sort of look back at the things you wrote and to say, okay, what did I keep coming back to? What are the things that I find to be really important? And what are the things that I think they're bad, but I'll let somebody else take care of them, or I don't really care about that at all? That's great. That gives you an idea about where you should be investing yourself, where you should be striving for, where you should be thinking about what kind of job is going to be a good job for me, a career. What kind of life is going to be a good life for me? It's going to be one where you're investing in making the world better. So this is the thing we don't really do in college that well. We give you vocab terms. I know you got vocab terms. We give you things to sort of learn and books to read. But one of the things you really need to be spending your time on is thinking about you. Like, what do you care about? What are your passions? What are your skills? How do you apply those things to the other stuff that we're having you do in college? There's not really a good place for us to sit you down and say, you figure out you, take a class on yourself. Psych 101 doesn't count in that regard. So what I think that you should be spending some time on is just thinking about what is it that you really, really, really care about? Where should you be investing yourself? How do I get the tools then to do something positive in that area with my life? That's what I would hope for you. And if you feel like you're getting there, find out the next steps in that. If you don't feel like you're getting there, go spend some time this summer thinking about not just reading about human rights or reading about this, but reading about yourself. I know that seems weird, not reading about yourself. Thinking, like sitting down, reflecting on what you really, really care about. Okay, that's my soapbox. It's weird doing it over camera like this, so I don't know what to tell you. The other thing I wanted to say is just thanks for being a great class. I really enjoyed coming down to our little dungeon and talking all the time with you guys, and just the interactions you guys have with each other. I'm really bummed we didn't get that for the last half of the class. I'm hoping we'll get it in future classes, at least a good chunk of you guys. But Other than that, I appreciate the effort you guys put in. Like almost all the class did almost everything on time. It's just it was just good to know. Like I always, whenever I went to Canvas, I would sort of look at the IR stuff first because you guys were just encouraging, not necessarily in the sense of hooray, you guys are great, but encouraging in the sense that you guys were you really felt like you were doing the stuff and like I wasn't just talking into an iPad to myself like a sociopath. So I appreciate that, and I'm looking forward to other classes with you guys where we're actually in class together. Maybe we'll be in mass or something like that, but at least we'll be together, and it'll be, I guess, more fun, more interesting. I don't know, whatever. Anyways, that's it. Have a great summer after you take the finals, and I will see you guys again soon. All right, bye.